Shalom. This is YAHAWAH out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. Want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, this is going to be a quick lesson, and it's going to be entitled Don't Overwork Yourself. All right. And I'm talking about as far as working on a job, financially, you know, in this truth, we kind of get caught up sometimes in overworking ourselves. Um, Now, our main purpose is to do this work, okay, doing the work of the Lord, okay, not doing the work of Babylon, okay, doing the work and making money, because ultimately we make money from the Father, okay, our Heavenly Father basically provides for us, okay, which I'll get that in 1 second. All right, and it says, let me see, hold on 1 second. Got what I was looking for. Just blanked out, slack. Well, in the meantime, I'll grab this precept. This is Sirach 38 and 24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that hath little business shall become wise. That's right. And it says, the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure. All right, so leisure basically is your free time. Okay, and the only way that you'll receive wisdom is by having free time. All right, and if you're overworking yourself in the world, then you won't have a lot of free time, and you're not going to be able to gain wisdom. Okay, and wisdom, what does the scripture say? Wisdom is the principal thing. With all thy getting, get understanding. Just roughly paraphrasing. So wisdom is principle. All right, wisdom of the Lord, wisdom of the scriptures. And the only way we'll have time to read and indulge in the scriptures, indulge in the Lord's word, is if we're not working, okay, in our free time, in our spare time. All right, it's easy for us to get caught up in overworking ourselves, because Babylon basically tears us down, and it basically makes us money hungry. We want to be comfortable. We want to be financially stable. All right, and you have a need to be financially stable and stay afloat. All right, which of course the Lord understands that you have to work, but that's not our purpose that the Heavenly Father gave to us. Our purpose is to do His will, okay? Doing the will of the Heavenly Father, all right? Not just working these, jobs, Now, like I said, of course, we have to sustain living, but there's a balance with everything. You have to balance yourself, and you can't overdo work, taking long hours. And, I'm guilty of this myself, and that's the reason why I'm doing this lesson, But, sometimes we work long hours, and, you want to work more and more and more. And it's really, to be honest, that's a demon. It's a damn work demon that's on you. And you just continue to work, but you're not giving yourself the proper rest and the proper time to gain wisdom, because you also have to get your sleep schedule in order, because that's the only way you'll be able to read and study. Because one thing I noticed is, if you're overworking yourself, you're going to be tired and you're going to be fatigued. And, by the time it comes down to reading and studying, you're going to be too tired and you're going to fall asleep. You can't really read and retain information when you're fatigued. All right, and a brother put up a lesson one time. It was a beautiful lesson. I can't remember which brother it was, but he basically said set up a schedule, All right, so that's one thing that will help is setting up a schedule with your time, you know, um, and you know, just staying on point, okay? And you know, especially for brothers that make their own schedule, all right, or you know, they work for themselves. You know, it's very easy to get caught up in overworking yourself and get caught up in you know, making money and making ends meet, you know, and it's very tough to make ends meet as well. But like I said, that's our purpose is not to to make money, okay? Um, I'm looking for a precept. Give me 1 second. I believe it's, yeah, it's the Sirach 11 and 22. Sirach 11 and 22. It says, the blessing of the Lord. Let me see. Actually, is that right? Yeah. Sirach 11 and 21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. Now it says, abide in thy labor. Now, which labor is this talking about? This is talking about the labor of the Lord, okay? That's what we have to focus on is our works in YAHAWASHI. You know, and it says, it's an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. So it's easy for the Lord to give you money, all right, to give you, you know, a blessing financially. It's an easy thing, you know, but, you know, you can't just get caught up in working all day. But that's where faith comes into play. All right, am I gonna just continue working and trying to make ends meet from my own efforts, or am I gonna do the work and you know let faith let my faith basically take care of me, so to speak, take care of the finance, take care of my financial uh, side, so to speak, because ultimately if you're making ends meet in the spirit, then you know the Lord will provide a way. If you're you know going hard in the spirit, then the Lord is going to he's gonna, what does it say? It says it's an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. See? So it's easy for the Lord to make a poor man rich, but you have to have what? You have to have faith. Because if you, a lot of times, overworking is a lack of faith. You know, it shows that you lack faith as well. Because here it is, you're just working, but you're not actually uh, uh, counting on the Lord to take care of you financially, you know. And the scriptures also say, it gives a parable like um, the birds and the birds, you know, they don't think about what to eat. I'm just roughly paraphrasing, but the birds and you know these other creatures and animals, they don't give thought of what to eat, you know. And it says, how much more are you than you know these animals? So take not thought about how am I gonna eat, or you know, how am I gonna pay this bill and make ends meet, you know, because that's where faith comes into play. We can't just get caught up in, I gotta pay this bill, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and you know you're caught up trying to basically you know do everything yourself, but you're not actually relying on the Lord to basically um, deliver you from your situation and you know help you, give you a financial blessing, you know. But that's the result of overworking is the lack of faith. Now it says, actually, let me get another precept. This is John 9:4. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. All right, so it says while it is day. First of all, it says I must work the works of him that sent me. So what does that mean? We have to do the works of the Heavenly Father first. That has to be the first priority. All right. It says, I must work the works of him that sent me. It doesn't say work the works of Esau's jobs. Okay. It doesn't say work the works of Rome. All right. It says work the works of him that sent me. And it says, while it is day, the night cometh when no man can work. So the night is coming, which is what? The day of the Lord. And that's when the famine of the word is gonna come. Okay? And the doors of salvation are gonna be closed. All right? And it says, the night cometh. So you have to do this thing while it is day. Okay? You have to do the works of the Lord while it is day and not get caught up into Now I'm glad I actually said that word caught up, because that brings me to my next precept. This is 2 Timothy 2:4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier. All right? So what does that mean? In layman's terms, that means you can't get caught up. Okay? It says, no man that wars entangleth himself, which to entangle is to be trapped. All right? To basically be tangled like a web. All right? You got all this stuff around you, and you're engulfed in different business affairs, and trying to basically just make it in the world, different careers and different jobs and skills that you work, and side hustles and stuff like that. All right, like I said, it's easy to overwork yourself, but you actually have to set aside time, or salakia. Really, we should be setting aside time for our work, for our jobs. That's really how it should be. Is that, unfortunately, most of these jobs have a set schedule that you have to go by. All right, but we need to make it to where our mindset is that we're setting aside time for our jobs, because this is our main responsibility. All right. It said what? Work the works of the Heavenly Father. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier, which the Lord chose us to be soldiers, and we have to please the Most High. Okay? We have to please the Most High by not entangling ourselves, okay? And working the work. Slack here 1 second. Go back to it. So we can't get caught up in the affairs of this life, which the affairs of this life is working, slavery, making ends meet, Got another precept. This is, I'll probably end up on this. Probably end the lesson on this. This is James 2. Let's see. This is James 2:14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and not works? Can faith save him? That's right. And now this isn't talking about your job. This is talking about your works of the Heavenly Father. All right, which faith is key. Basically, what this is saying is you have to have faith. But basically, faith and works go hand in hand. Okay, so not only do we have to have our faith in the Lord, but we have to have our works, because works without faith is dead, basically. All right. Or it's like your faith without works is, yeah, I said it right. Faith without works is dead. So the reason why we're doing this thing, the reason why we're doing these works of the Heavenly Father is because we have faith in Him. All right? All right? Verse 26, for as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. That's right. So that's the main thing, is we have to have faith that the Heavenly Father is going to take care of us and provide for us, because it's going to get to a point where we won't work these jobs. We're going to get fired from these jobs. So what are we going to have? We're going to have to have faith. You know, a lot of brothers are going to lose their jobs. A lot of jobs are going to require men to take the chip. So what are you going to do in that time? Are you going to, just say, oh, I got to make this money? If you're so money hungry and trying to, pay bills and make money, you're going to take that chip. Scriptures say the love of money is the root of all evil. So we can't love this money. We can't love the money so much that we're overworking ourselves and trying to just get more and more and more. We actually have to kind of pull back from working so much so that we can do the work of the Heavenly Father, because that's the main priority. That's the main mission, is doing the work of the Heavenly Father and getting the hell up out of here. Pretty soon it's going to get to a point where we won't have to work these jobs, and we're going to have to rely on pure faith, all right, and work, doing the real work of the Heavenly Father. So with that, Lord willing, brothers will edify. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles. Shalom.